Our discussions would last for hours. He came from the technology angle while I offered my strategy perspective. Early thoughts coalesced around how digital ecosystems could be built on the foundations of APIs, application program interfaces. APIs that allow software programs to talk to one another were then well known to the technology world. For the industrial world, however, their potential to help create new ecosystems were not as obvious. We published a few articles on the strategic significance of APIs to industrial firms. Bala tragically passed away in his prime, a few years after we started working together. He left behind for me precious seeds of insight that I could grow and nurture. Around that time, I was also conducting executive education workshops around the world. These workshops gave me the opportunity to present my new thinking to seasoned executives in the digital space and an invaluable forum to expand and refine my ideas. The key elements of a digital ecosystem framework for competitive strategy started taking shape. Since I started this work, digital forces have continued to gather strength. Sensors and the Internet of Things, IoT, are now ubiquitous in the industrial world. The power of data is obvious to all. The need to shift from an industrial mindset to a digital mindset has never been more urgent. The future of competitive strategy, in other words, has arrived. This audio program lays the foundation for a digital future of competitive strategy. I hope you enjoy listening to it as much as I enjoyed writing it. Introduction. The world's most valuable resource is no longer oil, but data, proclaimed the May 6th, 2017 lead article of The Economist. The article drew attention to a handful of digital titans that have cornered most of the value from this resource, such as Amazon, Google, Apple, and Facebook. These digital titans, which dominate our economy with their digital platform-driven business models, have indeed displaced such long-standing industrial titans as Exxon, General Motors, and Boeing from their erstwhile perch of being among the most valuable companies in the world. This upending of the business value order should make many CEOs of legacy firms, anchored on value chain-driven business models and with rich histories in the industrial world, ask, why can't we benefit from data's newfound potential? What should we do to unlock the value of data? A vast majority of legacy firms have yet to grasp the full scope of the value that data can unlock for their businesses. A 2019 McKinsey Global Institute report, for instance, highlights that modern digital technologies can help firms add $13 trillion to global GDP by 2030. Yet it also finds that the gap to the digital frontier remains large across industries. The Institute's analysis suggests that most firms have yet to establish strategies to benefit from the new opportunities that lie ahead. For decades, firms derived their competitive advantage from how they produced and sold their products within their industries. They now additionally need to draw competitive advantage from data their products can generate with the help of modern technologies, data they can harness in the digital ecosystems evolving around them. Meeting this challenge requires three key inputs. First, a new understanding of how digital technologies have transformed prevailing ways of utilizing data. Second, a fresh comprehension of business environments as digital ecosystems. And third, new mindsets and frameworks for a strategy that builds a data-driven advantage for competing in digital ecosystems. The purpose of this audio program is to provide insights into how firms can draw competitive advantage from data. It draws attention to the new competitive dynamics of the modern digital world and explains how a firm can establish an advantage in it using its own or others' data. The audio program serves as a guide for firms to shape their digital transformation journeys and to envision and execute their modern-day digital strategies. This introduction explores the foundational concepts and lays the groundwork for subsequent chapters. The Ford Motor Story. To get some grasp of the task ahead, let's consider some of Ford Motor Company's new initiatives as it adapts to a changing business landscape. A doyen of the industrial era, and one of the original champions of the automotive industry, Ford in 2018.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.